Hey everyone, today I want to talk about refinances, specifically IRRRLs, which is an interest rate reduction refinance loan. It's a VA product and it streamlines the refinancing of a VA loan. But first, I just want to take the time to say thank you. Thank you to everybody that has trusted me to help them purchase their home. It means a lot to me. When I retired from the Air Force, I took a chance on this career field and I wasn't 100% sure how I would like it long term. But I can definitely say that I love my job, I love what I do, I love helping people out, and I really love being able to give them the best product that I know to be out there. So once again, just thank you. If you or anybody you know has purchased a house in the last 2 years and they're sitting at an interest rate of 6.25% or greater, have them reach out to me. Pass my contact info along. I would love to help them out. I think I can help them out, and I think we can refinance them for dirt cheap. So if you can, pass my info along. Even if they're in the fives, honestly, if they reach out to me, I can at least put them on my tracker and then I can work on refinancing them as rates come down and it makes sense. If we work together and I helped you purchase a home, I'm tracking your situation. I'm waiting for rates to get to the point where I can refinance you, so hold tight. I just want to make sure that you know that I can help you with a refinance. As I was talking to people over the last 2 weeks, I found that a few of them didn't know that they can come back to me for the refinance. And please do not become prey to other lenders out there looking to refinance you. They'll make the deal sound really good, but what they're doing is they're adding in all of your closing costs to your loan balance. So it may look like you're not paying very much. Basically, your mortgage balance is increasing. And I'll explain more on that later. My goal has always been to get you dirt cheap refinances as rates come down and just kind of stair step you down to lower interest rates, and to try to do it, as cheap as possible. That way it makes sense and you're not worrying about a break-even point. Also, if somebody is out there offering you a refinance and you just want a second set of eyes on it, you can reach out to me and I can go through it with you. I can look at the estimate that they're giving you and let you know kind of what they're doing. I don't mind doing that at all. I'm trying to make it so no money is coming out of your pocket, and also it's not increasing your mortgage balance. So I'm really trying to make it as cost-free as possible. And I'll show you a little bit about that. So here's an example of a loan estimate. And I'll explain this in a bit. And then here's an example of a mortgage statement. Now, important parts of the mortgage statement is it's going to tell you things like what your outstanding principal balance is. And those are marked with little yellow arrows. And then there is also a escrow balance. So that's how much money you currently have in your escrow with your current mortgage servicer, okay? Now, if you were to go to your mortgage servicer, if you were to go to your online account and you were to request a payoff, you will notice that the payoff amount is greater than your outstanding principal. And that's because you're collecting interest every day on the mortgage. So there will be a difference between your principal and then what the payoff is. In this case, the principal is $193,300, and then the payoff is $195,933. So just be aware of that. When you get a loan estimate from me, you're going to see a difference between your outstanding principal and the payoff. And we won't know the exact payoff amount, so I'm estimating of what I think it's going to be, but it'll be adjusted to the actual payoff amount once we get the payoff from your mortgage servicer. Okay, let's see. So on this loan estimate, you can see sections A, B, C, D, and E. And when I'm doing a refinance for you, I am looking to try to pay sections A through E and section F if I can swing it, but trying to make it as cost-free as possible to you. Now, if you add those up, it's going to be $468 plus $2,875 plus $174. That comes out to $3,517. And you'll see it reflected as a lender credit in here for those closing costs. And then you have section F, which is your prepaids. In this case, it's prepaid interest. So depending on where you're closing or when you're closing in the month, you'll have a certain amount of interest that you have to pay. For this one, I have it set to close on the 25th of the month, which means there's about 5 days of prepaid interest that needs to be paid, and that's looking like 127 bucks. And then, so your initial escrow at closing, you'll have to fund your escrows. So every mortgage, so you'll have to fund your escrows. You currently have an escrow balance with your current mortgage, and what's going to end up happening is you fund your new mortgage escrow, and then within the next 30 days, you should get a check from your old mortgage servicer for what was sitting in your escrow balance. Now, in this case, escrows came out to be about $9,556. So at closing, I would bring $9,556, and then I would get a check from my old mortgage servicer at $9,322. So they should be roughly about the same when you're funding your escrow. So just kind of expect that. What's sitting in your escrow, you may have to fund for your next mortgage, but then you'll get a check cut back to you. And there's also different strategies with that, but I'll make that in a separate video so you can kind of see it so it's not too confusing. The main thing that I wanted to show is basically how I look to pay your closing costs and how to make the refinance as cheap as possible. I mean, it looks like it's panning out. It looks like things are getting better. It looks like interest rates are dropping. I've been able to take care of those that were sitting at 6.25 and above so far. Anybody that's in the 5s, just be aware that I'm watching out, and I'll be reaching out to you as soon as it makes sense. So, and if you get impatient and you have any questions, reach out to me. But just know that I'm gonna take care of you. So long as you let me, I guess. So, but if you have any questions, as always, reach out, give me a call. I love talking mortgage stuff, so reach out anytime. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And then if you don't mind, pass my info on, share this video with somebody. It may help them. It can save them some money.